Welcome to the Self-Storage Show, where I have conversations with my industry friends, talk with owners and vendors, and share tales about my management company, 3 Mile Storage. Let's go. Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning into the Self-Storage Show. Hey, right at the top, I want to talk about something that's really valuable. You don't want to miss out on it. It's 3 Mile Domination. What this is they optimize your Google business profiles, okay? And we all know for self-storage, we live and die by our rentals. I guarantee you, if you don't have your profile optimized, you're losing out on rentals every single day. So go to 3miledomination.com. Right now, they are doing free audits of your profile. You'll see the big red button right there. Book your free audit right now. Book a time. We'll go through your Google profile optimization session in real time together. Send you back reports. So you have an action plan. It's very valuable. Okay. So again, go to 3miledomination.com and book your audit right now. Hi, everyone. This is Jim Ross with the Self-Storage Show. Today, we're going to do a little vendor spotlight. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so looking forward to it. Got Teresa Gallas with me from Janice International. How's it going?
Good morning, Jen. Thank you so much for having me on this show. I've listened to a few and watched a few of these sessions, and I'm excited. So thank you.
Good. I'm glad we're able to make the time. I know in between traveling with all the shows and state shows and all that kind of stuff, it's kind of nice. You can do this from your office there and not have to worry about getting on a plane.
Yeah, welcome to my home. Thank you, guys.
Exactly. So is mine, but you wouldn't know from the green screen. If you don't mind, just give us a little bio. I know you've done a lot in the industry, but give us a little bio and how it led you to Janice, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, I've been in the self-storage industry for about 14 years. I'm based in Detroit, Michigan. I feel like I've had a unique experience in my self-storage career because starting in self-storage during a recession in Detroit area gave me a very different perspective on what it feels like to grow or to be absolutely nothing. Like this town during the recession was very rough. I came from a real estate background, residential real estate, where we were selling packages of homes in Metro Detroit for $20,000 for like 3 or 4 homes in one package. And all you had to do was pay like back taxes. And so I think that coming from that background to where I am today, again, 14 years later, and the last few years, especially of it being boom time for self-storage, it still has me wired to be focused on how to help operators save money and to cut costs and really stay focused on their bottom line. So even during the time of people making more money and a lot of growth and a lot of private equity and new money coming into the space, I still remain focused on your bottom line, honestly. Like that is kind of where I'm still coded into. So I think it's given me an interesting route in my career because I see things more from how will this create efficiencies? How will this streamline what I'm already doing or make the experience better for my managers or my tenants? And again, just overall how it impacts my business. And so even though I've stayed on the vendor side, so I was with the Storage Business Owners Alliance for the first 8 years of my career. In 2014, I co-founded a company called List Self Storage, which is a platform for those that are buying and selling transacting self-storage facilities like Zillow, but for self-storage. That is now part of the StoreTrack family, which is a great data platform that I love. But then I joined the Janice family in 2019, and I had the awesome experience of being on the Noki Smart Entry side for a lot of my journey at Janice. And now I am the director of corporate business development. So I have the fortunate position of being able to help all of our brands in our family of companies. So it's an awesome job. I love what I do, and it's truly never the same day twice.
That's great. I love talking to people in the industry that have kind of done different vendors,
Yeah.
but it's all under the storage umbrella. It's just I love
Yeah.
it. So now you're with Janice, and I know we wanted Janice has a lot of different things, but I want to kind of focus on one aspect, one division, and that's the facilitate. You guys are
Yep.
going. So I know nothing, so I'm a blank slate. So I'm going to be just like a listener. I'm going to ask questions like I know nothing about it. So go ahead, tell me
Okay.
about it.
Awesome. I love it. So Facilitate was born a couple of years ago by some of the needs of our larger clients. And so it's a supplementary tool for supplementary division for those that are looking to seek out repairs and maintenance help. So it allows you to have essentially a maintenance team without having them on payroll, at all times. And so our team at Facilitate will come in and help you with anything outside of our traditional R3 scope. And if you're not familiar with the Janice R3 program, it's for renovations, making repairs. They do a lot of reskins of hallways, door replacements, unit remixes. So Facilitate kind of comes in and does some of the extra work that isn't covered traditionally under that family. So they'll do any demolition work that you need. If you have asphalt repair needed, roof repairs needed, painting, siding, if the U-Haul driver hits your building, Facilitate can come in there and take care of that.
I've been there.
Oh, I'm sure. I always say, like, because especially in my job at Janice, I've seen a lot of that. And I always say, like, I think it's unfair that these renters can leave reviews for the facilities, because I would like to leave reviews for these U-Haul drivers or Penske truck drivers. Like, I've seen some horrible driving. So they'll come in, they'll help with HVAC. And if there's drive aisle issues, they'll come in and help with that. Fencing. They'll help with CCTV with our sister company, ACT. So truly anything you can think of in terms of repairs and maintenance or deferred maintenance, Facilitate can come in and be a supplementary tool to get those things adjusted and addressed.
Interesting. So you said they can come in and facilitate. How's it work? Am I like a mom and pop kind of place? Like one location can do it, or do they have to have a few different sites to be able to reach out to you?
So anyone of any size can reach out, certainly. We do find that people that have a mid-size range tend to have the most benefit from it, because in these mom and pop environments, a lot of times they already have a maintenance program, like they're doing it, or somebody they know in the community is doing it. It tends to be when you're touching a lot of properties in across like a larger footprint that you might not have that at your disposal, or you're still in the process of building your own facility maintenance team. So, and we actually work with REITs that have their own facility maintenance team and still use this service. It was actually born because of that. So a lot of times we take like specific markets. Let's say you have a concentration of facilities in the Atlanta market or the Detroit market or Orlando. And we'll do what we call milk runs, where we can get on your schedule to go by. Let's say you have 10 sites in that market. Maybe it's the second Friday of every month. You want our team to stop by there and just say, like, hey, do any doors need to be adjusted? Any of the tension? Do you need any paint touch up? Do you need your air conditioning units looked at? Do you have some issues with climate control? We can come in and repair that. So there's a lot of different ways that we can work with you. We can do the milk run, where it's a set, basically like a subscription, where our team comes and checks out your facility. They'll do janitorial if you want it. So we have that, or it's an as needed basis. So you can call our guys when you need to start sourcing bids. Maybe you had a fire, maybe one of the buildings experienced something like that, and you're up against a time clock. Our team can come in and get you those bids and get that work done. So we vet these installers of these contractors, and we manage that process. So for us, it's hiring a team that does this all day long and can just deliver you a finished product without you having to go out and source these bids, interview these different contractors. We'll come in and say, here's your package, here's what can be done. Oh, by the way, we noticed that you probably have a couple more years on your roof. Here's what it looks like if you wanted to repair that eventually. We also, and the third thing that I've been working on is working with the brokerage community, so that when you're in a due diligence process as a buyer, you could have someone from our team just kind of walk the property with you and give you a property health report. A lot of times people already do that, but this gives you, tangible, numbers or information about what you could expect, and really how much life you have left on your doors, on your siding, even, painting, all of that. We can give you a truly like a health report for your facilities at no cost.
At no cost? What are you talking about?
Yeah. So depending on the markets, especially on the Eastern Seaboard, we can walk those with you and say, like, hey, it looks like you are going to need to replace these doors. Or again, like your roof has some issues. We can get you this bid. So it's truly just like giving you a comprehensive understanding of the age and the health and the costs involved with buying a value add site.
Yeah, it's huge. I think that part's fantastic. As soon as you started talking about that, I was like, this is a perfect for brokers
Yes.
to have that as far as their package for new buyers. So you're one step ahead of me because I was already thinking that as you were talking, because
Yeah.
that's a perfect marriage right there for that kind of thing.
So that's an area that we're exploring. It hasn't been like rolled out to the market right now. We've been talking to a couple different brokers about this, and we have some inroads there, but it really hasn't been highly marketed. And it's something that I hope that we do, but we're known for our Janice stores and we're known for No Key Smart Entry. So this is just at a little bit different of a path forward, because it's, again, covering things that come outside of the traditional Janice scope.
That's cool. All paths lead to Janice. That's how it
Yeah.
works.
Yeah.
That's the idea anyway.
I love it.
So really, I think having that aspect of it, just having another partner to be able to reach out to for something like this, because I can't tell you how many times, again, as a third party manager, I'm going to places that I've never been before. I've taken over locations where I don't been in this area, and that's almost like flipping through the yellow pages. Well, I guess Google now, but
Yeah.
just Russian roulette, just trying to find someone to come and take this, look at it and give us a bid, and then you're trying to hound them and trying to get bids. And like, you told me you're going to come a month ago. Where are you? It drives me nuts. So
Yeah, no, that's us.
Yeah, I would say have a preferred vendor, like lives, eats, and breathes this kind of stuff. That's invaluable.
Yeah. So the person that leads up this program is a man by David Alexander. So I work on it as well. Again, I kind of touch all these different units, but this is one that I've been closely associated with and involved with a lot over the last year. David is awesome to work with. He's very responsive. And so I think that if people do have questions and they want to know a little bit more about the different things that we can service, he is the perfect person to reach out to. You're welcome to reach out to me too, of course. I love to talk storage. Everybody knows that. But I think that, ultimately I would bring you into a conversation with David. And yeah.
Good. Well, if people are listening to this, they want to at least get the conversation started, to get more information about it and how to get the ball rolling, how do they reach out to you or David? You tell me who to reach out to.
Yeah, so start with me for sure. I can direct you. You might have questions outside of Facilitate. We do help with unit mixes at no cost too. So if you're evaluating a site or you're considering expanding your property, we will help you draw that out as something that you can go to the city with, or just have a general sense of costs associated with building these things. So that we provide at no cost too. So I can walk you through the various stages of, when is it time for Facilitated and when is it time to do just a door replacement. So understanding your use case. We also have a lot of, and I think I know a lot of people have done these lately, but we do a lot of conversions as well. So if you are considering a conversion and you're interested in doing a lot of the project yourself, Facilitate can also come in and do the demolition work of the interior of the conversion space. And, again, help with HVAC or roofing concerns. It's not to cut out any contractors. Contractors are our friends. We do a lot of work with them. It's just to say there are other resources and can help give you a sum check on these projects as well.
Yeah, perfect. You want to give out an email to make it?
Yeah. Yep. So my email is Teresa, Teresa.Gallas, G as in giraffe, ALLAS at Janice, JANUSINTL.com. And I'm a texter, so feel free to text me 404-710-7556. Big texter, so feel free to text me anytime.
Perfect.
And yeah, that's the bulk of Facilitate, but we will also check, lighting issues. We will check signage. We'll look at pedestrian doors. If there's issues with those, we can replace them. Like I said, fencing and CCTV, all of that.
Pretty much sounds like anything and everything. It has to do with maintenance. Give it a go. Easy.
Yes.
Great. All right. Well, thank you so much for taking the time, Teresa. Talk to you later.
Thank you so much for having me, Jen. Talk to you soon.
See ya. Before we wrap up, just a quick reminder. Do you want to level up your storage game? Visit theselfstorageshow.com. Grab some high-value freebies, check out top vendor spotlights, and stay in the loop with our newsletter. Do you want to chat about becoming a client with 3 Mile Storage Management? All the info's there. Plus, if you've got a story to share, we're listening. Everything you need is at theselfstorageshow.com.